One thing that XRP holders don't pay attention to is the amendments on the XRP Ledger. This is something that is so crucial to focus on, especially if we are thinking about these massive use cases like tokenization at scale, because all of these advancements around the ledger pertain to the future in terms of bringing on the first 1 trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion. This is how we get there. These amendments, they're so crucial to focus on. So if you do hold XRP, I highly advise all of you to go follow RippleXDev on X, because you could get updates on almost all of these big changes happening on the XRP Ledger. But don't worry, we're going to be focused on this. We're going to be talking about it in this video. So sit back, relax. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Let's dive on in to these amendments. Number one is the XLS 65 and XLS 66 amendment, which is new standards advancing lending on the XRP Ledger. This is actually that lending and borrowing exchange protocol, which is going to be coming to the XRP Ledger, which is going to be a very big deal. For those that are unaware, in DeFi, the largest TVL grower is lending and borrowing. In fact, it's one of the largest ones that recently launched on Hedera as well, which is very exciting. But you know, for this to come to the XRP Ledger, I'm very excited about it because I do think that this is going to grow TVL tremendously and become a huge winner on the XRP Ledger. But also, it's going to provide passive income. We also have XLS 65 is flexible single asset vaults with customizable withdrawal policies and permissioned domains. And then XLS 66 is a fixed term uncollateralized loans with dynamic risk protection and amortized repayments as well. So this is going to be very exciting. Now, XRP Drops made a great post regarding this. They actually provided the image that's included on the source. But we have here the XRP Ledger lending protocol. The XLS 65 specification introduces a single asset vault. The XLS 66 specification introduces the XRP Ledger native lending protocol. And this is what that lending protocol really kind of looks like. Let me open this up in a new tab, even though it was really kind of zoomed in anyways, but I just really kind of want to show you guys this. So this is how that would work. So you have the depositors, right, into the vault owner. This is that single asset vault. And then you have the loan brokers, where you have first loss capital and then first loss capital on the bottom. Now this goes into loans, which also goes into the borrowers tab. Now, very similar to any loan out there that you're getting, you know, those borrowers are paying interest on that. That is all passive income, which means you could lend XRP in loan form essentially and get paid on lending out your XRP. This is one of the biggest things that, you know, people have been talking about for years and years now. That's finally becoming a possibility on the XRP Ledger. This is one of the best things to come to the XRP Ledger, because at some point in time in the future, I don't think that we are going to have to sell XRP at all. We're going to just be able to lend out our XRP and earn a percentage on that through, just like I've said, right, interest from those loans that individuals, aka borrowers, are, you know, getting through this protocol. This is very exciting stuff. Now, also, a few other amendments that we're looking at. Big shout out to Anthony Welfare. This is a previous Ripple employee, by the way. This is so important for the future growth of the XRP Ledger. The AMM, the clawback, and staking. All absolutely fundamental for widespread use of RLUSD and expanded use of the XRP Ledger itself and even XRP. Think of the three as the AMM allowing liquidity pools to be used automatically for trading and swaps, with liquidity being the most fundamental requirement in DeFi and TradFi, coupled with staking, which allows you to earn on your staked XRP and RLUSD, all whilst being compliant with Clawback, allowing the authorities their ability to request the return of the digital asset. Love it or hate it, it's a must for regulated digital assets. Now listen, a lot of people did hate the idea of the Clawback amendment. I want you guys to understand this. Stellar. Everyone was questioning why Franklin Templeton chose Stellar. Why didn't they choose the XRP Ledger? Why didn't they, go with the XRP Ledger? Guys, Franklin Templeton's CEO told you already. Stellar had everything they needed, including the big thing, clawback. It had the clawback function, which is mandatory and required in the financial world under regulations. This is a regulated thing that they must have in order for these institutions to actually tap in to these networks for specific use cases, including tokenization. So once we have the clawback amendment, this is a huge deal for the XRP Ledger. This will open up a lot of those doors of opportunity for tokenization. So now this just entered in to the 14-day activation countdown. This happened on the 16th. So, we're coming close to this actually fully launching, which is very exciting. And I do think that this is going to be an absolute game changer. Now, as we do think about this, let's actually talk about tokenization for a little bit of time. So Austin King put out a great post, and we have today, JP Morgan predicted up to $8 billion flowing into an XRP Ledger ETF. However, most people don't understand that Ripple is positioning XRP for an entirely new phase. Having co-authored a protocol with Ripple CTO David Schwartz, here's my perspective on what comes next. The first stage of their strategy focused on offering fast, low-cost payments to acquire a massive base of customers from traditional finance. Now, having processed over $50 billion in payments, Ripple is entering the second stage of their plans for XRP. What does this entail? And by the way, here you have on-demand liquidity. This goes all the way back to like 2022, for an example. 40 payout markets, 90% lower fees, 365 24/7 availability. Nonetheless, next up, Ripple is now planning to leverage all of those customer relationships to tokenize the world's traditional financial assets. This will position the XRP Ledger as the center of the on-chain economy by distributing those assets across all chains. But why leave the XRP Ledger? We're going to talk about that here in a second. But here we actually have that diagram. This is from XRP Ledger Apex 2024. XRP Ledger is positioned to become a trading hub across blockchain ecosystems. Trade any asset for a fraction of a penny, settling in under 4 seconds. You have tokenized financial assets, stablecoins and digital currencies, crypto native tokens, and other RWAs. Now down here we have expanding these tokenized assets across all chains will enable them to capture DeFi market share across all chains, driving fees from multiple chains back to the XRP Ledger and XRP. It's our goal with Omni, which is of course Austin's company, to accelerate this expansion across all other chains. What scale could this reach? And here we have XRP tokenizes the financial assets of banks and fintechs. This could be Citi, HSBC, Societe Generale, BNP Paribas as well, which by the way, if you guys don't know, a few of these banks are already tapped in and tokenizing on the XRP Ledger. In fact, one of the big players on this list, Societe Generale, already tokenized on the XRP Ledger a stablecoin, which I do think is actually launching this year. But nonetheless, we have on the bottom Omni, which expands the XRP-based tokenized assets across all chains, including Solana, Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, etc. Fees from DeFi and tokenization could easily exceed transaction fees by 100 to 1,000 times. This is what people are misunderstanding. This is just the beginning of this for XRP, for an example. As Ripple steps into the next stage, what should you be on the lookout for? Tokenization of new assets and the expansion of those assets across other chains will be the key drivers of progress. Soon, my team at Omni will publicly release a new product related to this. In the meantime, follow me to get more of an insider's take on Ripple strategy. And listen, as we do really kind of focus on this, yeah, this is basically the plan. Like Ripple wants to fully tokenize a lot of the traditional financial spaces assets, and they already have a massive list of customers behind them that allows them to directly, jump in and do this. But on top of that, big shout to Smoke Dog, because we have here how the XRP Ledger will tokenize record levels of money market funds with RLUSD in the near term. Money market funds are low-risk investments. They invest in short-term assets like treasury bills and certificates of deposit. Money market funds help institutions and individuals manage cash safely while earning better returns than savings accounts. Right now, money market funds are at the highest levels ever recorded, reaching $8.2 trillion. Tokenizing money market funds means turning them into digital assets on blockchains like the XRP Ledger. These tokens represent ownership of shares in the fund. Tokenized money market funds can operate 24/7, allowing global access at any time. Transactions settle instantly, cutting out delays and paperwork. Ripple is working with companies like Aberdeen and Archix to tokenize money market funds. This shows how blockchain improves the efficiency for real-world assets. Documentation states that tokenized money market funds will reach an inflection point in the next 12 months as adoption grows. This shift will be significant, creating major opportunities for financial institutions to modernize cash management and unlock new levels of global liquidity. And if we actually look down here, we could see that $8.2 trillion. This has jumped quite a bit because back in 2022, this was like around 6 trillion, and this has grown rapidly. Now, also, over here, we have you're understanding the power of global 24/7 transfers between yielding assets, money market funds, and dollars. And here you can actually see the tokenized treasuries market, money market fund upgrade. Most money market funds are open 5 days a week and available nationally. Digital businesses operating globally lose billions to those delays. The BIDL, which is BlackRock's token, and competitors like Ondo are available 24/7 between treasuries and stablecoins. Now, also over here, we have the arrival of Aberdeen's money market fund on XRP Ledger demonstrates how real-world assets are being tokenized to enhance operational efficiencies while further reinforcing the XRP Ledger as one of the leading blockchains for real-world asset tokenization. And this is from Marcus Infinger, the Senior Vice President of Ripple X. Now, on the bottom, we also have, in collaboration with Ripple, we are excited to help our clients such as Aberdeen, which manages over £500 billion in assets as of Q2 of 2024, to bring them to the XRP Ledger using Archix's tokenization engine. But then also over here, we believe there could be an inflection point for tokenized funds in the next 12 to 18 months as on-chain money innovation creates a flywheel effect triggered by the use of stablecoins among early adopters such as virtual asset owners. Subsequently, we could see rapid scaling with the launch of tokenized deposits and CBDCs. And I do think that that's exactly what's about to happen, right? We're going to start to see a big shift in the entire scenery around stablecoin adoption, growth around the tokenization market. These amendments on the XRP Ledger, though, are going to open up such a massive door of opportunity. And I do think that that's exactly how we get here, where the CEO of Archix told us 30 to 50 trillion on the XRP Ledger. This is Graham Rodford. This goes all the way back to the middle of 2024. Check this out.
30 to 50 trillion, all on XRPL, trading on Artex.
Here we go.
Find my original projections, but the total market is 1.4 quadrillion, everything that's ever out there. And if you start looking across any of those asset classes, they're all starting to move on-chain already. And the ease with which we've seen people interested in money market funds, tokenized treasuries, and those types of instruments, the support for stablecoins, when you're talking about replacing cash, when I see DTCC, Euroclear, Clearstream, it only takes one of them to flip onto natively digital, and that's trillions of assets on its own that move. So, tens of trillions, I think we could see. And bearing in mind it's 1.4 quadrillion, this is still a tiny slice of a huge market. 30 to 50 trillion, all on XRPL, trading on Artex.
Here we go. $50 trillion. 2 years from now, Ripple, Twitter will reap.
Now, he did predict this towards the end of 2025. Now, is that going to happen? It's questionable, right? This year, who knows? But over here we think every asset will be on chain. This was on the Ripple Swell main stage. This is Graham Rodford again, and James Wallace discussing how the growth of real-world asset tokenization is enabling new use cases for digital assets. Check it out.
What are your thoughts on the technology, aspect of that, and bringing on things like, CSDs into the equation? How do you make these things coexist, but how do you accelerate so you get more benefit?
Yeah, that's probably where I'm a bit more bullish on the adoption of these assets. I mean, we think every asset's going to be on chain. This technology benefits the issuer, the infrastructure, the investor for numerous reasons. So it's inevitable that this is coming. And you mentioned central securities depositories. And for those that don't know, like DCCC, Euroclear, they're kind of the books and records for a lot of publicly traded securities. And every single one of them, Euroclear, Clearstream, DCCC, these guys are looking at tokenization.
And yeah, they all are, looking at tokenization. The DTCC settles $3 quadrillion worth of transactions per year. I mean, it's insane. So as we do really look at this, right, could we see 30 to 50 trillion on the XRP Ledger by the end of this year? That's a very, very crazy outlook. I don't believe that it happens this year. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Maybe, Maybe he knows something that we don't know, but I would love for this to be true because that means that XRP, number one, would grow substantially. I mean, just in value alone. But it also means that XRP is at the forefront of the financial markets, which means the adoption of XRP is just going to grow from that point on, and XRP is going to become a pillar in the financial space as well. But remember that this all goes back to the stablecoin, right? Because he even does mention stablecoins in this video clip. It's tokenized money. Stablecoins are tokenized money. RLUSD is going to be a huge, piece of all of this. And it all goes back to these amendments, though. This is why if you hold XRP, you want to be focused on these amendments. These are so crucial for everything that we want to see happen. These are so crucial. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.